I got the grace. Life and every other thing to fall into place.
Hey beautiful, welcome to another video. My name is Beyonce. I'm joking, my name is Namalina and I'm really excited about today's video where I'll be showing you guys how I created this Beyonce-esque, Beyonce-inspired wig. And you guys have actually seen this wig on my channel before, so this is a bit of an update. This is a wig from Tinashe Hair. It is an ear-to-ear HD, darling, like HD lace frontal wig, and you guys have seen me wearing this wig in its natural color, but today I'll be showing you guys how I achieved this. And I'm really excited about today's video because it really gives you guys a little bit of an idea of what happens when we as content creators work with hair companies and what happened when I bleached this hair. I think this is a very, very important thing. I've been struggling to get companies to allow me to give you guys updates and to sponsor those updates. So a big shout out to Tinashe Hair for allowing us to be so transparent and for me to show you guys my experience later on with this hair, that if I wanted to bleach it, what happens to the hair. I think this is a very important update, and a big shout out to them for allowing me to create this video and sponsoring it as well. I really appreciate the transparency. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So this is what the hair looks like when I initially installed it. This is a 13x4 ear-to-ear HD lace frontal. This is a deep wave human hair wig, 180% density, and you guys can check out my first video to see how my review went. So today we're trying to achieve this Beyonce-esque look. You're going to need a container, you're going to need our new watercolor bleach, and you're also going to need some foil for today's tutorial, and the instructions are on the product. But you're essentially going to use a kettle of boiling hot water, pour it into the container, dip your wig inside. You can do this for like 2 to 5 minutes just to get the wig really saturated and get it all wet. This is very, very important, especially with curly hair, because hand bleaching takes a lot of time. Okay, the water is dirty because the wig was dirty. I literally removed it, then I started this bleaching process afterwards without washing it. Okay, then we're using the step 1, and you're just going to mix this in well. You really want to mix it really, really well. So I am using a whisk. And then step 2 is the powder, and you're going to mix it in. This is a watercolor bleach, so the same as our watercolor hair dye, this is a watercolor bleach. You save so much time and so much product. As long as you have good quality hair, this is going to work beautifully, and it's really, really beginner friendly. Because the wig is 26 inches, I did add an extra kettle full of boiling hot water simply because it is a lot of hair, and the hair has to be swimming in this watercolor bleach mixture. Okay, so then you take the wet wig and you put it into the mixture. You want to make sure that you are flipping and turning it. As you guys can see, you can see some of the powder has not mixed in well. So you want to make sure that you are flipping and turning your wig for about 5 minutes. Once you're done with that, you're going to take a bit of foil and you're going to cover this entire container, and you're going to leave it covered for around 30 minutes if you want to achieve the color that I achieved today. Okay, different hair takes different time periods, but 30 minutes is good. So this is the problem, and this is my issue with hair companies. So when I first worked with this company, I asked them to bleach their hair. They were like, okay, you can bleach it, but they preferred that I don't bleach it. And this is what hair companies are hiding from you guys. And as hair reviewers, we try our best, but it's simply impossible for us to show you guys everything about a wig. We can't show you how to straighten, curl, dye, everything about one wig, especially with the deadlines and timelines we have. So as you guys can see, the frontal hair and the hair at the back is 2 completely different hair qualities. The hair in the front and the back are both human hair. But for the frontal, they used hair that bleaches faster than the hair at the back of the wig. And you'll also notice that the hair for the frontal part of this wig is actually shorter than the hair at the back of this wig. So if you have no intention of bleaching your hair, this is absolutely not a problem. This is a great wig. You're going to love it. But if you want to bleach your hair like I do, then this is something you should know about beforehand so you don't get shocked when you purchase your wig. It's still a good quality wig. They just didn't use the same quality hair in the front and the back, and this should not be happening. They should be using the same quality hair in the front of the wig and also at the back of the wig. Now, the watercolor bleach is from my company. I've used it several times. You guys are actually going to see another video where I used it as well. And I've never received such bad results. Everything should be the same color. And if you look closely, you'll see that wherever the frontal ends, that hair is literally a different color. Now, for today's video, this is not an issue because we are going to be creating a really nice blonde wig that has many shades of blonde and some brown roots as well. But I would have preferred it if the wig had the same type of hair throughout the entire wig. And with other hair companies, you guys will see, I'm going to be using my products again. Their hair changes color in the same way. The frontal and the bundles are exactly the same. So this should not be happening. It does not mean that it's a bad quality wig. It simply means the hair in the front and the back is not the same. And your favorite YouTuber could be unintentionally lying to you simply because we're not allowed to bleach the hair. Like some companies will say, no, you can't bleach the hair. And sometimes there's just not enough time to bleach the hair and straighten it and curl it and do everything that we may want to do to the hair before we post a review for you guys. So I placed the wig on a mannequin head, and I do want to state that I took a lot of time, many hours and many days to create this color and this wig that you guys are seeing, and I always let it air dry. So I used bleach from my company once again. I used 20, 30 and 40 volume bleach just to create different shades of blonde and brown on this wig. So some highlights, some lowlights going throughout the wig. I also had to section off the hair. I repeated this highlight and lowlight process twice on this wig. So we have the watercolor bleach, that's the first time. Then highlights and lowlights, second time. Highlights and lowlights, third time. So this wig was bleached a total of 3 times. And you guys will see that it was in really good condition even towards the end. I really did not want that defined curl look. So you guys will see that the hair is a bit more frizzy because that's how I wanted it. I did not want to use any curl defining products. So even though the hair did not bleach the same, the important thing for you guys as viewers is to watch reviews of people using these wigs the way you want to use the wig. So after all those trials, this is what the hair looks like. I think it looks absolutely amazing. You guys have seen the hair in its natural state, the way it comes straight from the company, and this is what it looks like at the final result after all that bleaching. The curls are a little bit more loose. In fact, the hair here in front, I had to cut it. I just wanted to frame my face a bit, but also the hair here was much looser because I used a higher volume developer for the front part. So the higher your volume of developer, the more damage it will do to your hair. It does not matter what hair quality it is, the higher the volume of the developer, the more damage it will do to your hair. And if your hair is curly, it's probably going to loosen up the curls. So it really loosened them up, and I had to use a little curling rod just to get these curls here in the front. I know they don't match with the back, but I think it still looks very cute. So I'll leave all the information for the wig in the description box. You guys can check it out. This is a lovely deep wave wig, and you can wear it in its natural black color, or you can opt to go for a little fun color like I did, like this. I know not everybody can afford to have 2, 3, 5, even 10 human hair wigs. So I'm really trying to make sure that when I review hair for you guys, it's hair that you can play around with, hair that you can straighten, that you can curl, that you can bleach, that you can dye, hair that allows you to have multiple options, because that's one of the greatest advantages of human hair. You should be able to manipulate it and be able to create tons of different looks. So I am really excited. If you guys saw this hair in another video and you asked me about it, I probably said go watch these videos, and I want you to watch both of them so that you see the hair in its natural color, and then you also see what it looks like when it is colored. Just a quick reminder, when you guys are watching hair reviews, have a proper idea of what you want out of the wig. So somebody who never wants to wear blonde hair, like some people feel like blonde hair is just too much for them in particular. If you feel like blonde hair is not for you and you're not interested and having blonde hair, then the fact that it doesn't bleach evenly literally is so irrelevant to you. You're going to love the wig in its natural color. But there are some people who not only want to bleach their hair, they want to straighten and dye their hair as well. Then you need to find tutorials that cover all the things that you hope to do with their hair. So when somebody has a hair tutorial or a hair review, make sure that you're watching their hair reviews and tutorials that cover this full scope of all the things you hope to do with their hair. That way you're getting the full experience of the wig. So if you know that you want to straighten your curly wig, then make sure that you're looking at hair reviews where the person is straightening that curly wig, so that you're not disappointed when you purchase the wig and you straighten it. It's impossible for us as content creators to do every single thing that we wish to do. Like, I would love to dye this hair, put like a little orange tint to it and see if it gives me more of a ginger tone. I would love to do that, but with the timelines that we have and the amount of work we have as well, it's impossible for us to cover everything. So if you know that you want to dye it, you want to bleach it, you want to straighten it, watch reviews of the exact same wig where different people are doing all those things, so you can see if the wig can withstand that. Okay, so I'm really happy, really excited, Beyonce. And I will see you guys in my next video. All the information will be down in the description box. And once again, I really appreciate it when hair companies are willing for us to be transparent and show you guys the full truth of their products. I still have not straightened this. I've curled, it's holding the curl well, but I have not straightened it. So if you are interested in purchasing this wig and you want to straighten it, please make sure you watch somebody who has the exact same wig who's straightening it, because it's impossible. It's really impossible for anyone to truly give you like the full scope of a wig. You're going to have to watch this and that video, and then you'll have an idea of the wig and see if it works for the things that you hope to achieve. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I got too much grace, I got too much grace, yeah. I got the grace, I got the grace, yeah. Life and every other thing to fall into place.